Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. It's going to be another hot one. Good morning, everybody.
Space, we observe what appeared to be a matter in smoking vapor on the ship. No records found. Starfleet officially declared the ship destroyed. However, all that changed 2 days ago. Starfleet intelligence had operated by command. He sent us a message that arrived. Reading the development system, which was positively identified as being from the Pegasus. The Warbird prepared to locate the rest of the ship. Tree, the Rockland Mountain pieces of a 12-year-old station. The Pegasus was a prototype. Experimental engine, new weapon systems. In fact, some of our designs were used in constructing.
Hey, TJ.
I'll make the appropriate information available. Very well. And of course, with that system. Aye, sir.
Hey, Jim. Good morning.
What was it that boiling on Ensign Babyface? You never did that much humor. I like to think that I've lightened up a little in my old age. Really? I've been going to tell a joke or two. Well, it's about time. We're all so serious on the Pegasus. We went through some serious times. Do you really think I wouldn't come all the way down here? Experiment. Maybe.
How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Jim, I hope you've recovered from your workout in the yard.
Venus for smooth skin soft flakes, and a strip with a touch of aloe to protect my skin. 0% irritation. Get a shade made for your skin. My skin, my way. Venus. If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card table that will help out to open. Venture X, you earn double miles on everything you buy. And turn off your purchase to extraordinary trip. Plus, get premium benefits in a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities. Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everybody surviving the heat?
You sure?
Temperature here is 83 degrees at 9 a.m. Supposed to get up into the 90s today.
An incident on Octet 3, first officer reported, who refused to let Captain Soto beam down during the crisis. He displayed direct order, and he risked general court-martial because he thought he was right. When I read that, I knew that power. You wanted someone with a history of disobedience. I wanted someone who would stand up to me. Someone who was more concerned with the safety of the ship accomplishing the mission, with how it might on his record. To me, that's one of the marks of an officer. Frankly, I've always felt it was more important for an officer to trust his captain's judgment. In a crisis, there's no time for explanations. Orders have to be obeyed without question, or lives may be lost. I'm aware of that. Of course, but I guess this mission is for us, ghosts. You know what it's like to lose a ship. You're always wondering for something that you should have done. Something you missed. Admiral, the record regarding lost Pegasus is a bit vague. From just before you abandoned ship, is there anything that you can add to the official account? I'm afraid not. But I can tell you this. 12 years ago, I needed an officer that could count on in a crisis. Someone who would support and obey my decisions without question. Someone who was willing to trust my judgment. And that someone was Moonlight. Without his loyalty, none of us would have survived. Well, excuse me. What were you doing? Some of the warmth, jab, blocked. By the sun. Oh. 6 silver blades.
It's broken, all right. Give him 10 cc's of Terrakin.
I can't believe us. It was.
Both must have gotten a little carried away.
Oh, it was my fault. I got distracted at a crucial moment.
It happened again.
I knew what I was supposed to do and I didn't do it. Those have been real bad. That's not why we did it right now.
There, all better. Well, it's all right. And safe. Better next time.
Hey, Jody, how's it going?
Subspace red. One. 601. Jordan's found something. Subspace resonance signature coming from the asteroid. Could be the more important Pegasus. I think he's right. I recognize some of the variants there. The asteroid so deep chasms large enough for starship. It is possible Pegasus drifted.
Oh, Jody, yeah,
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
let's go.
Sound tired?
No, I'm just stretching.
How's your little buddy doing there in the cage?
He's still in there sleeping.
Oh, okay.
His lights are on, but he's in there sleeping.
Chilling out.
Like a storm cleared out finally. Oh,
Oh, the storm finally cleared out? Did you get a lot of rain?
Yeah, we got quite a bit of rain.
That make Brenda happy.
We're gonna have much of anything today.
Curiosity needs. So they become whoever they're meant to be. What do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I know it. The Daughters, where their best begins.
JD. What's up, Jim?
Hey, Jim. Jim's been hanging. JD.
Why cancel?
The Romulans are initiating a tachyon scan of the asteroid. They've switched to their lateral sensor array. Beginning another scan. Certainly being thorough. The former has completed sensors. They found the resonance. They're using the same breaking. They're moving on. Chance here to change the balance of power in the squadron, but we can't very well do that if we destroy the Pegasus now, can we? No, sir. Hasn't been easy for you, I'm sure. Your Captain President Darkman. I haven't enjoyed it, haven't you? I hope you understand that it's necessary. I understand that you think it's necessary. Changed. Something happened. To be honest, I'm glad to see this kind of change. Well, state your opinion and stand by it. It's a far cry from the young man who used to sit at my house.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. I do too. I'm just getting used to it. It flies different, and it is different than my Air 2S, but it still gives some good video.
That's probably the best drone you've had shooting at nighttime in auto. That's a
Yeah,
really
late
good
in later
video
dark.
mode.
Yep. Yep. After sunset. The only thing I don't like about it, and I haven't found a way to shut that off, is on the back struts where the propellers are, they have lights on there when you're flying it.
I don't think you can turn those off.
Just little red or green. And what happens is as soon as you hit record, they stop working. And I'd like to
Probably
have
s-
them on because that way I can tell orientation, you know?
Yes.
it's they're probably designed to do that. Or there may be a setting for that. But I didn't think you could control those.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That's why I've been looking everywhere and I haven't seen anybody talk about that.
See? Pass. Stop. So,
You need to get that thing sold as soon as you get there, JD, and haul ass. That way the guy don't catch you when he's halfway home and that bitch is melted from the heat.
with the yellow book. Looking.
My screen went black again.
Nice.
Hey peeps,
Yeah.
been busy.
How tall is the windmill, JD?
Oh, you can't change that on a Mini 5 Pro, any mini drones, because the drone doesn't have the power and everything, and as soon as you turn record on, it automatically shuts that off to save it from overheating.
Okay.
That's
I
a
knew it had to
thing.
have something, but
Is it the
in my
processor from
particular case,
overheating?
I'm not flying miles away, but I would help nice in twilight to be able to see orientation.
It would be better just to put a strobe on it.
Offices.
Did is it the processor that's overheating?
Yeah, what happens, that's one thing about all the mini drones, they don't have the internal fan. Now, I don't know about the Mini 5, I'd have to read, because they don't have the internal fan, they depend strict because of the power, because of the compact. They strictly depend on the airflow going through it. That's why if you fly in the rain, you're gonna pull water through it, the whole thing, and you're gonna it's gonna go down. Because
Or
it's
it could
gonna
just
suck
be
the water through it.
well, it could be a feature of them squeezing more battery life out of the drone to be able to
Yeah.
say, hey, it's
Well,
45-minute battery, you know.
the process is great, but the problem is, like I said, it's so small they can't put a fan in it. They don't have the room to do it.
Okay, those type of okay. I
Yeah,
thought you were
because
doing like little mini windmills, like actual.
even when I was doing updates on my Mini 3 Pro, I had to put a little bitty mini fan on it blowing, or it would overheat during the update.
Yeah, when
Overheats
it's just
fast.
sitting.
Those
Yeah.
things should sell.
Yeah, that's gonna be the same thing. If you got any kind of little portable fan, when you're doing updates, if it's taking a long time, you might want to blow the fan on and get some air on it. Because it'll get right in the middle of the update and shut down. That's one thing about mini drones. That's why I stopped flying them. I said, the hell with mini drones. They're good, but it's like they said in Crazy People about Volvos. They're boxy, but they're good.
I know that people at Starfleet Intelligence are seldom watching this one, John. So you'd be well advised to follow precedents.
Hey, look, you move a minute. I got a rule. Move, please. Move, please. That's it. God darn it, move. Thank you. That's all you gotta do to move when I tell you. Usually, if you don't want to move like that and I tell him to move, he'll growl at me.
Has it been hot where you are, Joe?
Lord, it's been in the 95s,
Well,
96s.
how are your pupper dogs handling that?
Oh, they're fine. They're inside. They got a door to go in and out. Cleo's the crazy one. She got the longest hair here. And she'll go out there when the sun's out there and she'll lay down on her side in the sun. Then she'll come in here huffing coming here huffing, and she's like feels like she's been in an oven.
Yeah.
But
Like
that's
every other
when
dog.
she gets to the point where she can't, she don't want it anymore. She wants the sun. She wants to be out there in the sun, and she'll just go out there and lay down.
It's like they're like every other dog these days. A bunch of couch princesses. They don't
Yeah.
spend. They just sleep in an air conditioned house all day.
It's like last night on Bill the Drone Reviewer and with Ron and them. They were talking. Bill says, "Yeah, it's really sweltering here." He's up around Orlando, right? He says, "Really sweltering here." He said, "It's so hot that when you fly your drones, you have to go out there like 8 to 9 in the morning, before 9 in the morning, like this." I put in there and said, "Y'all need a," I said, "Y'all a bunch of buttercups or something like that." I said, I flew 3 flights today and it was over 95 degrees, feels like 100. At bottled water with the humidity. I said, suck it up. I said, wait till August.
It was actually cool here yesterday. It was in the low 80s. It was because it was storming all day yesterday.
It was hot. I went out. I had an issue with the Air 3S yesterday that really kind of threw me for a loop. I was flying around a building, and it's just we Johnny and I go fly there all the time, and I mean it hit a brick wall. It just stopped. Boom. It's like I'm not going. I'm not flying anymore, and yeah, it just lost connection. And when it lost connection, it was out in the middle of everything open, just boom, like what stopped. And then I pulled the trigger and it started flying again. And every time I got around the back of that building, it would do the same thing, losing transmission. And I was like 80 feet from it. And the only thing I could think of, and it didn't make sense because before I flew across the street around the other building, I was about 150 feet from it, never had an issue. So the only thing I could think is that my car, that I was sitting next to my car, was doing it. Because then I went and flew in the back by the river, and I had it all the way down around the curve and everything, never had a transmission issue. So it's like, but they're having a problem with the update. People are bitching about that. People about bitching about that because they're saying they were getting black screens.
No question.
And Johnny and I updated, we never had a black screen, so I don't know what.
Amazon or Best Buy.
Are you
Well,
having
no,
any problems with the wind, Paul?
Little bit when I go from St. Clair River into Lake Huron under the bridge, it does a little bit of this, but that's because the
wind.
wind is stronger underneath there because it's been funneled, you know.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's the wind, but you're flying too high too. You need to bring it down at least even with the middle of the ship.
but how much you think you're gonna get for those, JD? Are you doing like Are you doing like if you buy two, you get them for a certain price type deal? Or he's selling some. He put the link in the chat.
What is it?
Or he printed some of those windmills, like the lawn art. They
Oh,
look
okay.
like big flowers, but they're windmills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking an actual windmill because my dad had like we had like a little miniature, like 3 foot one back in the day. It was made out of metal. It was in the yard. It looked like a little miniature version of a big windmill.
And so it would spin in the wind.
Yeah, it was like a miniature model of like a massive windmill, one of the big metal ones.
Okay,
That's what I thought it was. When you
but
said
it
that,
wasn't
that's what
permanent. It
popped
was
in my-
spinning, right?
Yeah,
Obviously, no wind. It didn't spin, but if you got any wind at all, it'd spin.
those kind of things. Like out there, it's windy all the time. So
Oh yeah. Boy, I used to hate when I was at 29 Palms. I had my car right there, I had a car. So during the summertime especially, you get those sandstorms.
JD says he
those
sells
are
them
bad.
for $25, and that includes a pole to put it on.
So
That's
he's
pretty
making,
cheap.
yeah, that's real cheap because that pole, yeah, but it's not that big a deal. There's that
Right.
it's probably the most you're gonna get for it. You know, adding the pole, what's the pole cost you? $5? So he's probably making, to make it, it's probably cost him $1, maybe 58 cents, 80 cents. It's just the
Yeah, but you
time
know,
involved.
somebody's looking for that, probably pay 50, wouldn't they?
No, you're not getting 50 for that. Here in Mandeville, if I was selling that at the trailhead and I had it sitting there and it was windy and it was blowing around and people liked it, I might get $29.99.
Okay.
I'm not getting any more. And the reason I'm going with
And
nines is, like I said, I work for a guy and he said, don't put $25 on it, put $24.99. Lose the penny, they'll buy it faster. They think they're getting a deal because they're not paying $25. That's what he used to say. He said, when you pay $9.99, you think, hey, it's not even $10. You know? Yeah, right.
see, I don't think like that. When I go into a store and I see, if you ask me how much is that item over there, I'm not going to tell you $24.99, but I'll round it up and say $25.
Yeah.
Like that's how I think when I look at prices.
Well, this guy was in retail all his life. And I mean, he's this Anthony Campo, he got a retail mind. We were selling, I had pictures that I was selling at the trailhead for $15. And I was getting $15 a piece. I was getting $10 a piece for them. That's what I was getting, 10 a piece for these matted pictures. They cost me 50 cents. So I was making 9.50 profit. It didn't matter to me. I brought him into the store. He looked at me and he goes, "What are you getting for them out there?" I said, $10. He goes, "Okay, 19.99." I looked at him like, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, watch. If it don't go to 19.99, we'll go 14.99." They sold for 19.99. He just,
There's a reason why companies do that.
mm-hmm. You know, he was like,
That's I
unbelievable.
don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't look at prices like that though. In my head, I go right to $25.
It costs $10 each for filament and hardware. How much hardware is involved? That's a lot of money for that. It must be 50 cents for the filament and then
The problem
re-
is you can't go super expensive with an item like that because at the end of the day, it's lawn art, and $50 would be
you
you'd be
playing with
hard
that
pressed
ball. I see that.
to get somebody to buy one for 50.
Pino came over here and he laid next to Loki's ball and he's going rough, spinning around. He grabbing it with his hand, throwing it. What? You a happy man? That's the first time I've seen him do that. He usually does that on the sofa. He gets up there and scratches around on the side and barks at me. Well, you the
It's a,
paper, go. But he had
I
the
bet,
ball,
I
he kept
bet,
hitting it and threw it.
I bet all of JD's customers are all. I bet majority of them are women.
It probably.
They love shit like that.
Unless the guy comes up to buy it and he's swinging a little bit.
You can do sports related themed ones. Because they can buy his and hers poles from JD.
Yeah. So my extra Neo with the one I bought with the goggles the other day. I bought the set for $449 and I pulled it out and put it out there for $250. I've had people say, "Got 150 right now." Nope, 250. Another guy said, "I got 200." Nope, 250. Can you go 220? No, 250. Because it's worth 250. It's worth more than that. It's worth 285 or something like that. And I said, all brand new, nothing's open. You got the control. I'm throwing the controller in and everything. It's just an N3 controller. Guy calls me a guy texts me yesterday and he says, "When can we meet? Got the 250 for you." It's a whole new guy. I said, "Where are you located?" He said, "Hammond." I was thinking, damn, maybe I tell Johnny to get the drone and bring it down or get the money and bring it back, you know. Pay the guy and I'll give him the money and he can bring it to me. So he the guy says,
I'm gonna
"I
say
can meet
10,
you."
15,
He
10
took
or
off,
15.
he came straight down and picked it up. So I got my 250 for it. So that means I paid about 200 for a set of goggles and a motion control. So that's the way I was trying to do it.
I would say your profit's what, about $10, $15?
On
Like
what?
he's on his prints, because like he said, he's using AMA, or what was it? ASA, I mean, not AMA.
What's ASA filament? I don't even know what it is.
That's like a really strong filament, but it's lot more expensive.
What printer does he have? Can you use ASA in a what you call
He's got a I can't remember what bamboo he's got. And he's got, I think, a flash forge too.
it? Yeah. Can you use ASA in a AMS? And is it better than PLA? Let's keep going with initials.
Better than PETG.
Or PEG?
Better
PETG.
than that.
PETG. So can you use AMS, ASA and AMS? And I know it's better than PLA, but it's better than PETG. Is that enough in that sentence? UV and high heat resistance. You can run ASA in any front, yeah, but can it go through a AMS? Because TPU can't go through, but that's soft. I don't know if this should be able to.
Okay, so pretty much it's saying, here's a breakdown. So ASA is better for outdoor and high temperature and impact resistant. PETG is better for everyday functional parts because it is easier to print, more flexible, and adheres well to the printer without needing a closed printer.
ASA can go through an AMS, but it's got to be vented.
Yeah, that's one
In
of
other
those ones.
words, yeah, if
You
I
have to
print
have
it behind me,
ventilation.
I'll probably die.
Yeah, you'd have to have a ventilation system. You'd need one near a window where you can run it out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like in the middle of the apartment, aren't you? You ain't got no windows around you, do you?
Not where my printer's at. Can't do it. If I had it closer to over there, I could probably rig it something up to vent it, at least to go out the sliding door some kind of way.
Or use. So you got a flash forge.
What are you barking at me for? Why are you barking at me?
What's up, Logan?
How many ships you got coming in, Paul?
What's that?
How many ships coming?
None. Nothing out there. I got the one this morning and just barely made it. Like I saw it coming down at 6 o'clock, and so I got my ass out there.
I got my bills paid. I hate the first of the month because I gotta sit here and figure out what bills I gotta pay today, you know? One day in my life, I'm gonna go through and pay everything off. And the only thing I'm gonna pay is my rent on my house note.
Well, what do you have beside? You don't have a car payment, do you?
No, I don't. I got all kinds of stupid shit. You know, it's like I got a credit card that's killing me because I lent money to my daughter and I haven't been able to pay it off. I could pay it off, but then it hurts me the rest of the year. So I'm just paying chunks of it. I'm about to get rid of it. Got a lot of stupid little accounts. You know, it's just I can cover them, but it's not the point. I'm getting eaten up on a monthly basis with interest about 250. I gotta get rid of that 250. Could be worse. I know people that pay $600-700 a month in interest because they can't catch up. You know, it's just, and when I start making the money for football, I got to determine how much I make. And I'm already starting to get payments in on it. How much I
That's
make
why.
for football season. If I make last year, if I make my average increase I've been making the last 4 years, I'll make 18 to 20,000 this year. You know, and if I make that much, if I get that same increase, I'll probably take about 5 and pay off a bunch of shit. Because I wanted to worry about making those
That's
payments
why I
again.
got a credit card. When I got that credit card, I just did it to build my credit. I got a really low.
Yeah.
They approved me up to like, it was like 1,500 or something, but I told them I only wanted 300. I ain't doing that much.
Yeah, my issue is that, like my Best Buy card, most of my stuff on there is same as cash. You know, I'll do the 12 months same as cash, then I'll pay a little bit more and get it paid off in 10 months. You know, so I'm not paying interest. You know, because most of the stuff I'm paying like that is same as cash. So it's not that I'm getting caught with interest on it. But the bitches that I'll let my son buy some stuff on it and he ain't paid me shit back yet.
See,
Justin.
my credit got really screwed up back when I bought my car because I traded in the other car I had,
Right.
and that one was still owed on, and the dealership was the finance company was supposed to call and pay it off, and it sat there for like 4 months at the dealership, and they never paid it. This whole time, the other dealership I bought it from, now has it in repossession and is trying to find me for it, and they're digging the shit out of my credit. They
Have you
fucked my credit
contacted
up
him
real bad.
and told him?
I told them over the phone. I said, I don't have the vehicle. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, I'll give you the address to the dealership where it's sitting. Go over there and talk to them. I
Yeah,
said,
that's
the
what I would
finance
do.
company was supposed to pay it off 3 months ago. I didn't know
Yeah.
it until like right at the end of that 3 months. They
Get
had
with
me
your
know.
credit company and give them the details. They'll pull that shit off.
I already worked on all that. We got a bunch of stuff taken off.
Yeah, I'd make them take it off. I'd say,
That's
you
how I
don't
was
take me
able to
off,
get.
I'll get an attorney.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
credit's
how I
bullshit
was.
anyway.
That's how I was able to get that credit card because I
Yeah,
built my
Good
credit back
morning.
up.
you printed one of these, right, Justin?
No.
One of these little fidget things?
Uh,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah,
little,
yeah.
yeah, these are cool.
Just it's called I think that's a Jacob's ladder.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's fun. It's the first one I printed last night. I've been playing with it now all day. I printed 3.
Good morning.
Good morning,
It's
David.
not morning, it's afternoon by you, bitch.
Infinity
Listen,
Cube. No, that's
Joe,
I don't know. That might
part
be
of my
Infinity
free
Cube.
speech over here is I can call you the bitch, the biggest bitch, the biggest blonde bitch, whatever I want.
You can. But as soon as you start inciting something, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Well, depends on what I'm inciting.
Yeah.
If I want to go and stand on the Devon Cornwall coast and stick my fingers up to the US, I can. Whether
Yeah,
you
go
guys
ahead.
see it or not is another matter. I mean, or even care.
You know what
You
gets
know?
me? You know what gets me that? Yeah. 250 years and you're still jealous.
Hey, Frank, I'm not jealous. To be honest, right? I might just go over there and go, "Hi, Paul. Hi, Justin," and I stick my fingers up at Joe. You know?
Whatever.
No
Do
one's
what
going
you
to see
gotta
it.
do. Do what you have to do.
I'm not doing that.
Just remember,
Where
sometimes we do what we have to do too. I have a bunch of wireless hole punchers.
Hmm.
You see, this thing's addicting. You need one of these, Paul. You can sit here and do this like this. Just
I think that one's the Infinity Cube. I think the Jacob's
that's
ladder.
what it's called. It's an infinity cube.
Yeah, then there's the Jacob's ladder's the flat one, and you hold it up and it like goes down. It flips around.
Yeah, I printed a purple, pink, and white one for my daughter.
Just a
And I
minute,
thought
guys. Just
about
a
it. Her
minute.
favorite color is blue. So I might do light blue, dark blue, and white for her.
Just a minute, guys. Lance, if you're going to talk that much shit in the chat, just come on the panel and talk it. Right? The chat is for the sensible talk. Come and talk shit on the panel.
Come on, Lance. We need to
Fucking
see
France
you.
ain't going to win jack shit.
I heard they
France
were the
ain't gonna
team.
win it all.
I heard they were the team this year.
U.S.
Nah.
gonna win.
I'm telling you, this is going South American.
USA.
Now, is there a game today, David?
USA tonight.
Oh, USA tonight. Okay.
8 Eastern.
Yeah, but that's in the morning for us, and it's not important.
That's not important.
9 Eastern, I think it
Well,
is.
Paul, when you consider the game that's going to happen in 2 hours' time, 2 hours' time, 2 hours, 10 minutes, that's the important game.
What's that? England?
England versus Conga, as Laura calls it. Laura
I might
thinks
have
they're
to
all going to
watch
go around
that
the pitch
loss.
doing conga lines.
Hey, Paul, I might have to watch that England loss.
The what?
That game, watch England lose. I have to watch it.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
England lose. What, Joe,
So
what do you think? You
who's
think they're going to lose by? Like 2-0 or?
It'll be 2-1, and it's going to happen in about the last 3 minutes of penalty time. Somebody's going to slip up and miss something and get it. Watch. It's going to be a last-minute goal.
You do realize if that happens, America is going to go bankrupt. All that extra beer you've purchased to supply the England fans, it's all going to go to waste.
Somebody drink it.
Who's
We got enough rednecks that drink beer. Shoot, I even bought a 6-pack the other day for the first time.
so who are we playing tonight?
Bosnia.
Bosnia.
And now we know whose president's disappearing next.
No, you know who's disappearing next, right?
Cuba.
Remember that group that my son was in, the Iwo Jima group? That big it was all the ships down there, Venezuela. They've built up a little bit more now near Cuba.
Oh yeah, Cuba's next. I
Cuba's
100%
next.
see that in the next within the next month or two. As soon as shit cools down with Iran, they're going after Cuba next.
Well,
They're just
Paul,
going around just taking dictators' heads left and right.
You're not taking dictators' heads off. You're just taking the oil. It's fucking mine.
Let me
You
say hello
know,
to everybody. Who's in the
Cuba
chat?
might be a
Lance,
good staging
Frank,
ground.
Jim, JD, Logan.
Our base is getting a little
Was
cramped. We need a
Brenda in
little
there
bit
way
of an
back, maybe?
expansion.
No, Brenda. Yeah, Giggles in the very beginning, then he left. No Brenda, so I'm not getting said. Did you see me?
What?
Why am I allowed to have chips?
Candies, don't eat them all. You just ate breakfast and you're eating again.
Well,
Is a growing lad. I get in, Justin.
Oh, man, it's like
What, somebody
goddamn
eating too much?
Thomas. He's like a fucking shop vac for food.
Ha. That's like my son Justin. Justin, and he go in there and cook in the morning, 6 eggs.
Like a
Look up, you
fucking
got
Dyson.
6 eggs.
Like a Dyson commercial. No loss of suction.
I used to tell Justin, I said you better start buying some food. He'd bring like two 18 packs of eggs and go through them in a week.
Oh, dude, I buy the eggs by the cases, dude. I get 60 at a time. Sometimes I'll buy 2 boxes, 2 cases. Because
Yeah,
when you're making breakfast for 5 people, there's a dozen eggs right there.
yeah, you got a point.
About two eggs a person, roughly.
Yeah,
So
you
you're
got
using
10
almost
eggs
a
going
dozen.
like that.
Yeah, it's almost a dozen eggs in one go.
Yep.
We don't tend to buy a lot of lunch stuff. We just buy mainly breakfast and
Back
dinner
in
stuff.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody can afford to skip a lunch. It's not going to kill nobody. I try
Oh,
to
get
keep
this.
breakfast and dinner stuff in the house.
Oh, man. What's temperature out right now? Is it warm down there
On where?
where you are?
I told you, Paul. I told you earlier. It's been in the 95. Would feel like hundreds.
It's 85 here right now at 10 o'clock.
I'm at 87.
Oh yeah, northern states, man, they're supposed to be getting up over the hundreds. They're gonna get hammered.
What was it, yesterday? Yesterday when they were talking about it on what you call a show, it was 7:30 at night. And I looked down at mine, I was 92. Bunch of soft people. Like Johnny said this morning, he went outside and did something, came in, had to take a shower. Went to the what you call it, the graveyard, came back, had to take a shower. And he said then he had to he said he wanted to go wash his car after he took another shower for the afternoon. So it was his third shower. He said, hell no, I'm gonna have to take another shower if I go wash my car. But that's how it is here. If I walk outside to get my mail, come in, I actually probably need to take a shower. Now
That's why I
I'm gonna
prefer. That's why
go
I
ahead.
prefer the cold over the heat, because the heat just makes people cranky. It's unpleasant. You feel like shit. Like when it's cold, you just warm up and you're good.
Find out today if they're gonna have 707 for Mandeville. Went and talked to the coach yesterday, and he said that teams are dropping out because it's so late. Because they usually do it in the beginning the middle of June. They couldn't do it because of that tropical depression that came through. It messed up the fields. And he said they're looking for I think it's the 17th, 18th, and he's down to 6 teams. I said, well, can you run it with 6 teams? He said, I need 10. 10 makes it better. I said, well, run it with 6. Still going to get all the people coming in and pay. You're going to make money. He said, yeah, it won't be the same though. So he's going to make a decision today. And he said if he can't get much more, he might just cancel it for the year. which I told him, I said, I'll be honest with you, it won't hurt my feelings not to have, be out there in the middle of what you call it, middle of July in the heat. I said, but I'm gonna miss the food that's brought in. Because in fact, it'd be the 17th, 18th, and then the 21st, I'll shoot team pictures. So that'd be four big days. What's up, Lance?
Hey, Joe.
Okay, since Lance is here, I'm gonna go ahead and admit something that I shouldn't admit because I don't want to hear from none of y'all. You know, because it was strictly pilot error, nothing else but pilot error. But Sunday, I was standing on the edge of the Chafuncta River on the bank. They've got a concrete ledge that it's got a step up, right? So I'm up there fishing because I'd already flown the drone. Already flown the drone. Everything was fine. And I got my fishing pole and I walked down to the edge where they got a culvert, and the step off's a little bit different, and it's all eroded because of the culvert. You know, but it's still a concrete thing. I was on perfect, right? So I wasn't catching anything. When I get any bites, I said, okay, let me leave. And my body, you know, my mind says that I'm like 30 years old. That's what my mind says. The body's 71. And I tell you what, when you start thinking that you're 30 years old and your body's 71 and do things that you did, sometimes you realize you're 71. And they don't turn out well. But I stepped off, and when I realized I stepped off on that culvert right there, I looked down and there's water, and there's a metal drain that I'm about to fall in. So instead of walking, first off, if I'd have walked 15 steps the other way, it was like 6 inch step off. So I decided to step off where I was because I said, oh, I could make that, and I realized it's about a 24-inch gap. And so I pushed off with my right foot. My left foot didn't respond because my left foot was already out there. Landed on my side. I heard, we'll help you, baby. Two black women come running over. I got up. I said, I'm fine. I'm fine. I knew I was going to fall. Walk to my car, get to my car, and I'm hurting a little. My side hurts. And I'm breathing a little funny. So I probably sprained the rib or something like this, sprained something like a cord, like the muscle right there by the rib. About 10 minutes later, I'm realizing the breathing's getting worse. So on my way home, I just went to the ER.
Give Cleo her pill.
And the ER checked me out, tore the cartilage between two ribs, and I fractured a rib.
Boy,
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm feeling better now. It's been 3 days. You know, I'm feeling a lot better now. But I told the doctor, I walked in, there was nobody in the ER. I was out within an hour and 15 minutes.
Hey, don't
They-
lie to us, Joe.
they
Don't
took-
be lying to us.
Guys, we're gonna do a GoFundMe. We're gonna get Joe one of these bubble wrap suits.
I'm telling you, I need one of them bitches.
Joe,
Yeah.
you're not. You can't be feeling better the way you look.
He's gonna be the real life.
I didn't hurt my face, so don't worry about my face.
Okay.
I didn't even drop the fishing pole. That's the worst part about it. But I kicked myself off, and when I kicked myself off, I went sideways, and it's right here. From right here, this is sore as hell, because that's where the fracture's at, right here. And if I get up when it's at night when I can lay flat. I can't turn to that side, and I gotta lean on this side if I gotta do it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the cartilage, but this is the rib right here. That's where the fracture is. It's right here. The cartilage here and here just was shredded. I looked at the X-ray, and all you see is in between where the ribs are. You saw a bunch of white, and I said, "Oh shit." He said, "Man, you must have hit the ground." I said, "Yeah, launched myself to the ground. What are you talking about?" But if I would have fell straight down, it would. I don't know how deep it was. It wasn't probably deep, but that area right there, the mud just slanted and it was all eroded. So it was a drop off of about 16 inches, maybe 18 inches, but it was 24 inches out. So when I pushed myself, if I'd have fell up in there, I'd have hit that metal grating. I probably would have been I would have been in the hospital. That would have been bad. And it was all because I turned around and instead of walking 15 steps and stepping down, I said, I can do this. And Justin, when I hit the ground, first thing I started laughing, right? I was thinking, am I gonna be floating up? You know, I could see myself floating up. I said, "Oh shit, did I die?" But these two black women, they must have been in their 60s. Come, we got you, baby. We'll come help you. They walked me to my car. I said, I'm fine, really fine. I said, I already knew when I stepped off, I was going down. I'm just glad that I wasn't 100 pounds heavier. 100 pounds heavier would have been a bad thing. JD says he's not gonna judge me, Joe Murray. No, I didn't get my foot caught in anything. I pushed myself. I knew as soon as that happened what I was doing.
I am not seeing the chat. Why am I'm not seeing the chat in order. Let's see.
I
Top
gotta
My
get
chat.
Cleo
question
her
would
pill.
be,
Be right
Joe,
back.
is did you have your cell phone in your pocket?
Yeah, I had it around my neck. I had it in my back pocket. I mean, it's just everything's fine, you know. You hear this? Can y'all hear the barking?
Mm-hmm.
The Google device said, "Give Cleo her pill." Hey, come on! I'm gonna give you your pill. Come on.
Hey, we want ice cream like Paul. Come on. Ruff, ruff.
No, she wants a pill.
So David, I'm usually not a soccer fan, but this summer
Yeah.
I've gotten into it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of nice.
It's fine. However, none of us are soccer fans. Soccer
Yeah.
don't exist. Pack it in.
Football.
Thank you.
I'm
Hey,
a
Jim.
Football.
Did you say fuse ball?
Football.
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 Football. F-U-T. Foot.
No, that's a different game altogether. That's a five-a-side game. And they play with a smaller ball.
What she said.
Not to you. She said, "Where is the ball?"
Okay, so I've got so there's a gal. So my daughter lives with 4 other girls down in San Diego, right? And they split everything. They split the utilities. They split the internet. However, there's 3 girls living down there this summer in the actual place, right? And the other 2 moved home. My daughter was one of them. Should they pay? I think they should pay the internet year round. And that's what I emailed the lady who's doing all the bills.
Question.
Yes.
Does your daughter intend to go back?
Yes.
Then she must continue to pay the rent.
No, the rent is going to be paid. So the rent is paid. We knew that. Everyone's paying the rent.
Right.
Everyone should pay the
literally
internet because hold on, let me finish.
If there's still bills to be paid and you're all going back, then the bills need to be paid.
They do. But the 3 girls that are using the utilities, okay,
Yeah.
that the other 2 are not using the utilities. I mean,
The girls using should pay it.
Exactly. But I think the other 2 should pay some of the utilities because they would have to be paid anyhow if nobody lived there. However,
right.
When you say the utilities, you mean the gas and water and electric?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay. How is it paid? Is it paid monthly on a monthly bill or a quarterly bill or as they use it?
Monthly. It's a monthly bill. But the bill's going to go down because hold on, the bill may go down because there's only 3 living there instead of 5. However, it might go up because of the AC. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think my daughter should pay some of the utility. But
No. No.
It's probably going to go up because you're now taking 2 less incomes out of that household.
No.
They're going to have to
So-
cover that difference, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So while your daughter's not there, she shouldn't pay for the gas, electricity, and water. She's not using it. If others are using it, then they pay. Because
Yeah, that's
if
I'm
all
sorry.
5 moved out, there would only be, if you're same as us, a standing charge to
Well-
cover the cost of the meter and the
The only-
supply.
the only thing she should be paying is just her portion of rent. But as far
Yeah.
as utilities go, she shouldn't have to cover that because she's not there. So
That's like saying, well, she would have contributed towards the food cost, so she needs to put some food in there. Hell no.
Yeah, so my thought is here, just hear me out here, is in June, July, and part of August, there's still going to be a utility bill. It might, if nobody lived there, there's still going to be a bill. Might be $10 a month. I don't know. I don't know what it
Exactly.
would be. So
Donald,
the 5 would split that. I understand that. So my daughter should put some into the utility, but how do you figure that out? And that's the question I asked the lady. And
I
these
don't think
people are
she
real
should.
miserable.
No.
they should. Don't the girls already know what they pay like every month? I'm sure it's a straight rate between all of them.
Well, the electric would change.
Do they all put in like $25, $30 on utilities? Like there's probably
Yeah. So there probably is, and no one's paid anything yet because they're going to take it out of the damage deposit when they move out. So there's one family who's got some money. They said, we will pay the utilities for the entire time the kids are there. At the end, we'll divide it up. And all the families are very cordial. And we'll divide up the price per month and then just take it out of your damage deposit and pay us at the end. So they were nice enough to do that. So, it's everything's super cordial, like I said. But I just don't know how we should
I
do
can
that.
see issues arising with that. It should be, here's the bill, and okay, girls, the bill is say $80 this month. Split it between the 5 of you, pay up. Yeah, it shouldn't be take it out of a different area and then divide it. There's a reason why the other family are well to do and well off. They know all the little back scheming little things. They'll have a way of saying, well, when we add it all up together, you now got to pay $8,000 because you've been here for X amount of time. Yeah. How do you prove it? Has everybody kept the bills from while they've been there? It's not something that should have been done. It should always split as they use. And then the months that they're not there, they don't pay into utility. Pay the rent, obviously they're going back, but the utilities no. That's how student accommodation works over here. It's split down the line while they're there.
what you up to, Donald?
Well, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. I'm not sure how to say this, Donald. I'm not sure if it's a happy unemployment day or an unhappy unemployment day. Whatever it is, I wish you
Today
well.
is my last official day of employment.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody doesn't get that memo they needed after all. Saying.
Oh, I'm on vacation. I took Monday during the meet. I contact my boss Monday and I was like, I have 3 days of vacation that I'm not going to get paid for. I'm just going to lose it, so I'm taking it.
See ya.
Well, the new place is going to have to take over the clients at some point. Might as well start Monday.
A lot more of these companies are starting to consolidate because of the market,
Mm-hmm.
because it's getting tougher out there.
I took the buggy out for a drive yesterday. And I drove it 25 miles.
Without a camera, so we couldn't see.
No, I had the Insta360 on.
Oh, cool. Looking forward to the video.
But
You forgot to record. You did Paul Morris.
No, I
Yeah.
got back here to the house and parked it for a second and it died. So it's getting hot enough that it got vapor locked. And so
What
Not a
causes
good.
that?
do what?
What causes that?
Vapor.
When
heat.
your engine gets hot enough and you have when your fuel line is close enough to the engine, it's either the fuel line or the fuel pump is conducting heat from the engine and it vaporizes the fuel. And so it's no longer pumping liquid fuel. It
So
vaporizes
there's no,
in the
no
fuel
kind of
line.
heat. So you almost need like a heat shield between that and the
Yeah,
gas line hood.
I need to get under there and make sure that on my fuel line, I need to make sure I've got some air gaps. I'm thinking it was the pump itself though, conducting heat from the engine. I'm looking right now at a dipstick temperature gauge.
Was it just Bluetooth? It goes right to your phone.
No, but you run a wire up to a light on the dash and it'll light when it gets to be a certain temperature. But I'd have to run a new wire and I just put everything in a nice harness and I'll be running just an extra loose wire. That would be ugly. But yeah, I had a trip that I wanted to take. It's going to be about 25 miles there and 25 miles back. It's going to be a 50-mile trip to see the best sign in Missouri. But if I get vapor lock when I get there and I have to wait an hour or so before I can start it up again.
Fuck.
That would suck.
Especially, yeah, and you don't have a cover on there, so you can always hit some bad weather out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Definitely don't want to be breaking down anyway.
No, if the problem is if my engine's getting that hot, there's something else wrong. If it's actually conducting heat into the fuel pump, I've got other issues that I need to look at. Although it was warm yesterday. It was 90 degrees.
Happy man.
I could bypass the mechanical pump and put an electric pump in and then route the fuel line directly to the carburetor and avoid a lot of the engine, which is probably going to be the solution.
That's why you always got to have that one friend, like some kind of special profession. You just got to decide what is going to fuck me over the most later. Do I need a carpenter friend, a mechanic friend, a dentist friend?
Well, here's the thing. If you ever get a wild hair up your butt to buy a Volkswagen, you are going to be your own friend. They say Volkswagens have been turning drivers into mechanics for half a century.
I mean, the kind of basics to it compared to like a regular car, does that make it a little bit more fun to work on though?
Oh,
Because it's not
if
super
you
complex.
want to learn the basics of an internal combustion engine, Volkswagens are great. They're just a little more complicated than a lawnmower.
Well, from older guys growing up, they always said how easy those things were to work on. Just everything was easy about them.
They're easy to work on. They're hard to get running right.
Yeah. Sounds like my daughter's Volkswagen. Waiting on the computer. She got to come up with the money. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, all my uncles were mechanics, but my dad was the businessman. He's the one that ran the business. He didn't work on vehicles.
Like, here's light blue. I like blue, yeah. Dark blue. Oh my, go ahead now. You know, but
No, I wasn't talking. I just laughed.
oh,
Oh, you could do some pricey builds, Shady. Do the birdhouses with the webcam included. Like a $70-$80 sale right there. Maybe even 120.
no, I got. And look at my inventory. I hate when I'm looking for something like a color and I know I got a little bit. I don't know where it's at. I gotta find it. Pretty filament, light blue.
What's up, Debbie?
It says I still got it. Gotta find it.
It said is the gas cap vented properly.
Yes.
Found it.
One of my uncles who used to drive a bug around, he used to talk about how easy it was to switch the motors at.
Oh yeah, 4 bolts
Easy.
and
Yeah.
maybe an hour.
So he always used to say like 45 minutes to an hour.
At
on
least
how
on
fast
the
you were.
at least on my buggy. You might have a little bit more issues actually pulling it out of a actual bug.
That would be a
Things are a
good
little bit
competition.
tighter.
That'd be a
They-
fun competition if you got like 10 mechanics and have
They
like
do
10
they do
buggies
have the
lined up.
competitions. They do have a competition
Yeah.
and it's down to almost nothing. They have to pull the engine. Let's see, what is it? They have to put the engine in, drive it like a certain number of feet, and then pull the engine, something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, there's a video of it online where they set the record. Let's find it real quick.
All I can think of is 28 days later when they're in the tunnel and they're trying to change the tire out. Instead, you're just trying to change the motor.
Here we go.
What's up, Aussie Chip?
VW
Get you.
engine
What's up?
change Guinness World
Hey,
Record.
Hey, Debbie.
oh, did you? Debbie's in there too?
Yep.
There, I just put the world record in the chat.
Aussie
Get
Chip.
you.
Brenda. You got Brenda, Debbie. Get you.
Hey, Gidgy.
Where's Brenda? She's there.
I thought I saw her already.
I never saw Brenda.
Really?
I was looking. She's enjoying
Yeah,
her time with her
Sand
husband.
888 Beach. Nine.
That's Debbie.
Debbie. Brenda was in up earlier.
I never saw Brenda. I went back and looked.
I thought she was a girl.
No Brenda. Yeah, 'cause I went back to the beginning. I didn't see her. She's not here. Y'all seeing things.
Yeah, it's an engine change. They have to drop the engine and then put an engine back in and then drive it. And they did it in 1 minute and 4 seconds.
No fucking way, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Well, it's also a perfectly clean car and engine. It's not like they're working on a car that's been driven every day. Got 20 years of dirt caked on
They're doing it
everything.
in the
And
most optimal conditions.
well, they have pulled the engine out of this car and put it back in multiple times. It's kind of like having a Rubik's cube that you've tuned to be able to solve quickly versus one off the shelf.
Hey, Gitchy, how's it going?
And I'm not sure if they put new gaskets in on the exhaust either.
Yeah, that's fucking quick, dude. I
It'll
was
take-
thinking
it'll
maybe
take
five,
me a-
10 minutes.
It takes me a minute just to get the splines to line up right, putting the engine back in
Wow,
on the
that was
transmission.
fast. Those guys did that quickly.
Yeah, did you watch it? Yeah.
I did, yeah. My gosh.
So
That's
look
like
now.
the ones that do the military parades and they tear the Jeeps
Oh yeah,
apart.
take the Jeep completely apart and put it back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it in just like a minute. They do it in about a minute.
Amazing.
Yeah, Jim, I was thinking about getting thermal sleeves for just back in the engine area. But I also think going to an electric fuel pump would just be more consistent. And the mechanical fuel pump, I'm always paranoid that it's going to start developing issues. I had one go out on me, and then you get fuel dropping directly down into the crankcase.
Okay, I've officially been locked out of my school email today.
Yeah, Jim, that's the first thing I did on it. There was a aluminum foil just as a quick fix, and loosely wrapped it to put that air barrier in there.
I mean, would thermal sleeves prevent that from doing happening again, or would it just help minimize that?
I mean, it'll help minimize it. And I don't know. Right now, I don't know exactly how hot my engine is getting.
You were saying it's pretty common, I guess, for those ones to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's an air-cooled engine, and I pulled up to the house. I'd run it for like 40 minutes straight. And when I pulled up and parked it, that's when it happened because there is no more airflow over the engine, over those lines.
Yeah, but that could have happened. You stopping on a stop sign too, though, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's not good.
Well, probably not. Well, it might. You'd have to, because I parked it and it was about a minute. So yeah, it could happen at a stoplight.
Especially a
there's one light.
stoplight, yeah. Sure. And there's nothing worse than getting stuck in the middle of damn traffic and the car breaks down too. Everybody gets pissed behind you, beeping their horns, driving around you.
I'm telling you, I just keep telling my wife I need to get rid of that and get me one of those little spiders or
Oh, the 3-wheeler motorcycle
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, those
two
are
wheels
cool.
up front, one in the back.
That's cool.
It'd be really cool if they had a 4-wheeled version of that, but then they have to go through all the, and then they can't. They would have to go through a bunch of regulations and safety vehicle crap because it's got 4 wheels. That's why you don't ever see illegal 4-wheelers.
Or one of those slingshots. That's more. The slingshot is like the sit-down car version of the spider.
No, he's up.
Yeah,
Slingshot would be
Debbie, you're
cool.
right.
Those are really popular down here. I see those all over the place. These big, like I guess spider clubs.
Mhm.
Because there'll be like 20 of them all riding in a group.
See,
Especially when you get closer to Orlando, there's a bunch of them in Orlando that ride around.
no. Okay.
Kind of reminded me of going out to Dumont where everybody had sand rails, but each one was unique in its own way. Because people deck them out different. Those spiders do look like fun to drive, though.
They got a group that does they have a whole bunch of them now decked up and they do Mardi Gras parades. And they have some cool looking ones.
That's what I'm saying. Is each one of them you'll see will be unique in its own way because people put different body kits on them. Some people might have upgraded all the electronics in it. Put really nice stereo system, custom paint jobs.
Yeah, Jim. The VW doesn't have a fuel regulator.
Fire truck.
And if you get an electronic, you get an internal regulator by the gas tank and pump it from there.
Be your solution there. Then.
But yeah. If I'm gonna drive it this summer, I've got to figure out something.
It's about the best time. Well, is that the best time of year you would rather be driving it?
Oh, uh, spring before it gets rainy is good. Summer evenings are great. And then, of course, the fall. And that's the thing. Don't if anybody ever wants to buy a dune buggy, don't. You can only drive it a few times a year and really enjoy it.
Yeah, that's one thing I'd have to worry about if I was driving yours in Florida because all of a sudden it's sunny and the next thing you know there's a fucking rainstorm over you
Oh yeah.
getting poured on.
I watch a guy who moved down there. I think he lived in Colorado and then he moved down there. And
Hey, Donald, don't you have a portable top that hooks onto the back and you pull it over top of you?
nope.
Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Canvas.
I know what you mean. But nope. I was thinking about making one, but
Yeah, but do you have like an industrial sewing machine and all that? Do you do
No,
a
no,
car
no, no, no,
fabric, dude? You
no.
gotta need one. You need one
Right.
of those big sewing
Justin
machines.
and Joe can jury rig one up on their 3D printers.
Yeah, you're right.
Get big plastic shell made out of PLA.
Lance, you didn't buy yours yet?
Not yet.
You better hurry, it's on sale. $4.99 at Best Buy.
Just think how cheap they'll be next year.
Well, I'll tell you what, look at all the things you're gonna miss in a year.
Yeah, too many ducks and twisties and turnies.
Infinity
and-
Cube like this, you know.
Yep, exactly.
It's good for your hands there. It'll strengthen your hands.
Because I remember helping my grandma one summer in California City doing upholstery work at my grandpa's airplane company.
Mm.
And she was teaching me how to use a sewing machine. And that thing had a big ass needle. That was not your standard sewing machine.
Yep.
They used to do like car seats for cars and planes and
Hey, Gitchy. Hope you're okay. Having an up and down night and how that feels.
What's wrong with Gitchy?
He's had a bad night. Up and down.
oh, she didn't sleep good.
Got too much on your mind, Gitchy. Gotta relax.
See? It's you, Joe, and that bloody miniskirt.
No, I was thinking of her in that bloody miniskirt. What are you talking about? Not her.
Yeah, and then she saw that miniskirt, probably having PTSD.
Oh man, I tell you what. She's lucky I don't have a current picture of her. I take that miniskirt and tell chat to put her in that miniskirt. It's creepy, and I didn't mean to
That's
say
it, is it? That's exactly why Grok got rid of those features.
Yep.
Well, Gitchy, you'll be glad you're not back on the UK run because we're going back into the heat wave next week.
Talking about heat wave burning in my
You sang it
heart.
before me.
Louis? What?
Yeah, I don't know what we're getting to today. They also said we're gonna look for thunderstorms again and lightning today. So I flew 3 flights yesterday. I need to go fly something today because I've got something coming out tomorrow and something coming out the next day. And I'm ahead of my game, but I don't know where I want to go fly. I might tell Johnny, hey, let's meet up tomorrow and go fly somewhere. Might try to talk him into going to Mississippi.
No, it starts on Saturday now, the heat wave. Great.
Oh, it's you don't have an air conditioner?
No, we got 21
No, I'm talking to
days.
Gitchy. Gitchy
Yeah,
says
she's
it's
got
hot,
a
can't sleep.
yeah, but she's got a vent in the bathroom that the dog had hogged.
I'd be having a fan blowing that air from the vent to me. No, I got to do this. Hey, Lance, I found out one thing.
Nice, look at you.
Why is that there? I found out one thing about the Avada 360.
Okay.
Still there?
Yep.
When
Go
you're
ahead.
in, you got, oh, by the way, we got to update DJI Studio again.
Okay.
And I found out that when you're doing all the keyframes, and Donald will know this, when you're doing the keyframes and you're moving that camera around and you're getting the horizon right and everything else in there, well, you better make sure you click on each one when you do it. Because if you have one that's just a little bit like a second ahead, that thing will glitch that video quick. That thing will bounce up or bounce around.
Okay.
I found that out. And I had to go back on a couple of them and fix it. Didn't realize I did it, you know, it's like. And then I had a couple of them that yesterday I flew that just for some reason, when it got to one area of it, just completely, the stitching just didn't look right. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's the way it was. So I just took that part off on each side and did a transition in the middle.
What if you deleted the keyframes on either side?
I did. I tried all of that.
Okay.
It was that frame. It was just some reason when it was looking at everything it had in there, it was like distorted, you know, real distorted. So I
Yeah.
just took about a second off of each part where it started and ended. I got right before that and then did a transition in it to make it, you wouldn't know, you know.
Mhm.
So it works fine. It actually makes the video look better. Because you got something different in it. It's not a tiny planet, you know. I use some kind of transition like a, you know, something that would flip it or something, you know. And not even a flip, it's just like a cut to the next one. But like you have to see it. But I had two out of the three I had to do that too. And like I said, that one going behind that building, that drone, I was going 14 miles an hour and came behind that building, that drone just stopped. And it did it again to me over behind that other building, coming through some branches. I had a gap. Avada 2, everybody else would have got through it.
Joe, you're the host.
Where you going?
I almost fell out of the chair. I got to go sit down over here.
Okay. But I mean, it was like it did not want to go through those branches. It
Just
said,
be
"Nope."
careful, Paul.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't fly in normal.
Justin, are you there?
Yeah, I was in normal mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep an eye on Paul if you can on that camera.
No, he was falling asleep. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, but he's struggling, look.
Might be a sugar high. You ate ice cream this morning?
Have you showed it him?
Yeah,
Or shall I do it?
you can show it to him.
And I missed that.
Oh,
Lord,
Gitchy sent us a picture of her.
Oh,
We've got to do a picture
Said we
of
could share this
Gitchy
one.
in the miniskirt.
okay.
Not the
Yeah.
miniskirt, in a miniskirt. Joe, do you have a pacemaker? Is your heart going to be okay to cope with this?
I don't even know. I want to see it now.
There you go.
All I'm saying, Gitchy, you didn't send it to me and see if you ever get a rose again. Hey, who did that? Gitchy or
She
somebody
said
else?
she, I did. Sent it to
Okay,
JD.
because get you did, should never get a rose from me again.
Oh dear. It was just Justin that made the picture, not me. Give the credit to Justin.
Guys kept talking about hands and skirts. I was like, I'm just going to combine them in AI.
I'll have to find you that picture with just a little bit of her hair on it. On the first time we met her, we'll just stick that to the side on top. Gitchy said thanks.
I don't. If it makes you feel better, Joe. I've
Donald,
always
do you
seen
see the message in the
pictures
chat
you say.
from Jim?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good talking to him.
All right, yeah.
Another solution, it would be a job, but it'd make the engine run cooler in general is to put a secondary oil cooler on it.
Right, where's my TV remote gone? Just trying to put football on.
Bye, Jim. Thank you very much.
Thank. Oh, nobody wants your guts to go insurance. We want.
All I know, Justin, you're a
Fucking
bitch.
tennis.
What?
You're a bitch
Why?
doing that. All right.
Hey, like I said, if it feels better, I haven't seen her face. I've seen the same pictures you have, the ones that are from like the 90s that she took.
All right. I understand. Know what I. No.
Oh, here's DJ.
You see her?
He's in the chat.
Why is it not on?
Don't know. I'm not talking to him anyway.
I don't blame him. Good choice.
He didn't send me my stickers. He claims he has, but he hasn't.
He said
I'm
he
not
did.
convinced. I'm not convinced. Where's my stickers, TJ? Where's my stickers? Wow.
Hey, Lance, also, I flew yesterday around that little party pavilion that we always fly around, Johnny and I.
Yeah.
And they got that one playground that's got that hollow log, right?
Uh-huh.
When that thing started glitching, I said, oh, hell no, I'm not trying to go through that. Even if I'd have been in sport mode, I would not have flown that through there. I don't trust that drone enough yet. It's got good obstacle avoidance, but when it like I said, when it lost that connection and it was only 80 feet from me, that's telling me, no, not yet. You know, I would hate for it to get in the middle of all that concrete, and decide it wants to hit the sides of something terrible lens. You know,
And were you just like losing video connection? Is that
it did that. I got a video connection glitch. It kind of stuttered, you see, and that drone, like I said, I was out in the open, and it just stopped. I was like, dude. I don't have any no reason why I should have done that. The only thing is I was sitting next to my car, facing that way. My car was right here. I'm wondering if that metal did it. Because when I turned around, flew the other way, it didn't do it. I even checked my antennas, and one of them was down. And I put the antenna up. Then I had no more problems. So maybe that's it. Maybe that one antenna stopped it, you know? I don't know. It flew great every other time. What? I'll be right back.
That's a good idea, Jim. I might go get myself an infrared thermometer. That for that engine, it'd be very nice to have. Those old engines did not have a actual temperature gauge. And it would be nice to know exactly what it's running at.
Let me cheer you up, guys. Laura's home. TJ, stop avoiding the question. Where's my stickers?
And I can go get one for around $25 at Harbor Freight if I don't mind having just a Harbor Freight.
Oh, Harbor Freight.
Nothing wrong with Harbor
TJ's
Freight.
ignoring.
I might go to Harbor Freight because being out in the sun yesterday.
You're right there, Paul. Need a medic?
No, I fell down in the backyard.
I thought you were gonna go sit down.
Yeah, I thought you were going to sit down. Why are you going in the backyard for?
Well, Boone wanted to go out, and I took him out, and I stumbled and fell. Oh, God.
Well, lay down.
Yeah, I'm going to let you guys take care of it.
Well, Justin, have you been watching your SpaceX stock?
I wish I had some.
Well,
It's down
I'm
right
going to
now.
drop down anyway, ready for football.
It's down, well, quite a bit from that first little bubble.
Justin, you're the host now, buddy.
Joe's being relegated.
I'm gonna go.
Well, look after yourself, Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Bye for now.
Catch you in a bit.
And we'll see what happens after it starts coming out of lockup. How it
Well, I'll see you all this evening. Bye.
Bye.
Like Tombstone. Ah.
Well,
Smells like.
bye.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like.
He was such a good actor. There were so many good actors in that movie.
Oh yeah. Val Kilmer was my favorite though. Doc Holliday, that character killed it. He killed that character. Literally.
Yeah. But Powers Booth,
But they all
Yeah,
are really
Val
good.
Kilmer was really good. Powers Booth, that just the
I can't believe two of them are actually dead in real
he's
life. Too.
just drunk. That's all.
Don't mind hands.
Yeah, smells like somebody died. Or yeah,
Yeah.
that was oh, what's his name? Who's
What is
that? Was it Michael Bain character that said that? Is one of the other guys in the Powers Booth. That's when he was talking Powers Booth, and he's like, shh. That just a oh, that was a bad joke, but it was funny. So they're so good. That's
by
one of
far
those
my
movies
favorite
that's
Western.
so quotable. And I didn't really care about Kurt Russell. I didn't care about Wyatt Earp in that movie. Yeah. Johnny Ringo, Michael Bain.
Johnny Ringo.
He should have been in more stuff. I mean, he he was Kyle Reese in Terminator. I can't remember his character's name in Aliens. And then, of course, Johnny Ringo in Tombstone. I can't think of any. I can only think of those three characters that he played.
I love when he slaps the shit out of Billy Bob Thornton, throws him out.
Oh, Doc. No, Kurt Russell.
Yeah, the Doc Holliday walks up to him.
Are you gonna Are you gonna skin that smoke wagon? Or are you just gonna stand there bleeding?
Yeah, he bitch slapped the hell out of him. Like 3 or 4 times too. I'd be Huckleberry.
Oh, Johnny, I didn't realize you were still there.
Yeah. You see, he was just so gangster about the way he talked too. It was just so smooth. Because he was like a badass, but he was just really like proper and smooth about the way he talked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sad to think two of them have passed away in real life too, out of the actual four brothers in the movie.
No, of the brothers.
Yeah, Bill Paxton and Val Kilmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Elliott still alive?
yeah. He's still alive.
Okay.
He's playing a landman right now with Billy Bob Thornton. Matter of fact.
Oh.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton was. They made him look a little overweight in that movie too. Tombstone. He was a little chubby, and he looked a lot younger than he does now.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy Bob Thornton hasn't aged that well.
No, I was watching a video. Surprised me. Tom Wilson, the guy who played Biff in Back to the Future. I've watched his videos over the years, and he had a heart attack a couple of years ago. Was it a couple of years ago? A year ago? Anyway, uh, he'd been kind of heavy set, and he's lost a bunch of weight. He's looking younger because he's lost the weight.
I'm gonna run down and make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I
You
know
can
you
walk.
guys.
You don't have to run. Just walk.
You tell that coffee maker hell's coming. Tell him
Don't
I'm
run
coming.
because you might fall.
Oh, coffee. Yeah, I was just
There you
fooling
go.
around. I wasn't.
He said I was.
I wasn't.
You're just a little long guy. Said I told you were no Daisy.
You know, Dave. Yes, you did.
Now Wyatt Earp, he lived all the way up until I think it was like the 1930s, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, he was.
He was pretty old when he died. I want to say he was in his 80s. Especially for that time period. To your 80s was actually a
Mm.
pretty big feat.
Yeah, JD, a retirement home with Paul, Joe, and Lance. They all are old enough to be in one. The problem is, I don't really, I've had my kids. I don't want to change diapers anymore.
I love you though. So you listened this morning when I said I broke a rib?
I don't care.
I
Yeah, I
didn't know if
heard.
you had heard
How
that.
are you not? How are you not in excruciating pain right now?
Oh, it hurts. It hurts when I do this. That's when it hurts. All right here.
I always heard that when you broke a rib, though, man, like it hurts to talk or anything. Like it's just,
Let me tell you what you
I don't
don't
know.
do. You don't cough or sneeze. I started sneezing yesterday. I thought I was gonna die.
Oh, dude, I'd fuck up. That'd be the one day I run out of allergy medication, too.
No, I forgot. I didn't take my allergy medicine day before yesterday. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't take it. Yesterday I was sneezing. I
Yeah.
took it real quick.
I get these sneezing fits, dude. I'll sneeze like 20 times in a row.
No, I'm telling you. When I had heart surgery 20-something years ago, they gave you a pillow to squeeze when you had to cough because it hurt so bad. You had to cough or sneeze, you had to pull that pillow tight. At nighttime, I would take a pillow, put it underneath you, and lay on it, and the pressure stops it from hurting.
JD.
Yeah. It would be boring. At least one aspect of it.
He just does a promotional video. Hands
Yeah.
around showing Murray eating the pudding cup.
I'd let them play in the kitchen and pretend to make gumbo while I was making actual gumbo in the other room, and I'd swap it out for there, and they'd say, "See, this is how it's supposed to taste,"
Okay.
and I'd say, "Good job, guy." Yeah, I think I will. Especially with this issue, I can. Add that to my kit. I also want to go by Harbor Freight and get another small tool bag. They have nice little cheap tool bags. I'm gonna get just a small one, just to carry bug spray, uh, sunblock, just assorted shit for day trips in case I get stranded on the side of the road.
I'm glad you're going to get a manly bag, like not a fanny pack. You go give yourself a nice little beefy
Oh, no,
Milwaukee
you,
or something.
you
on
get
that
like
kind of thing.
a nice small toolkit, pack it with the shit that you're gonna need for the day trip, and you stick that in the trunk.
You can get, oh yeah, they got some. That's what I love about Harbor Freight, man. That's a good place to shop even when you're on a budget.
I mean, I've got a tool bag from there that I have on the other side that actually has my tools in it for the buggy, and I like it. So I figure a small version of it on the other side just for like trip stuff, like people tools.
How about Kmart?
How about what? Must have been talking to somebody else. Thought you said, what about Kmart? I was like, Kmart? It is cameras in Mervyn. What's up, Corey?
Hey, is there such a thing as Kmart? Do they even have them?
Oh, they all shut down years ago, dude. They're not around
Mhm.
anymore.
Okay.
Mine shut down shit about 8 years ago.
Walmart stock has been dropping like crazy the past couple days. Don't know what's going on with them.
Fluctuation in the market. It's
Yeah.
weird, dude. This one guy did this really cool breakdown video on YouTube, and he was showing about how this company owns so much stake into this company and this company and this company. They're all connected to each other, every
Mhm.
fucking one of them. And then they're all connected back to like 3 or 4 massive ass companies.
Well,
Like
retail's down
BlackRock
across the
and
board, and I think it's just, people are cautious.
oil and gas prices still being high too, which to me is being artificially
Kept up. Yeah.
inflated because it was down to what I think 68 a barrel yesterday. There's no reason it should still be $3, $4 a gallon. It should be down to around $2 a gallon. Ridiculous. They should have done a massive. They need to do an overhaul of everything when it comes to companies inflating their prices since COVID, especially the car industry. It's ridiculous.
Hey, Justin, check Messenger.
Give me a second. Let me start this print real quick. I'll check.
Yeah, when you get a second. Don't be bothering me. Stop. I'm gonna go slap my daughter. My daughter got a picture on her on a messenger. Stop. Picture on a messenger. She's got a like a little string thing. And the way she got it look like it almost looked like an OnlyFans picture. I'm gonna slap her. I told her, do
Good.
not, if you're gonna do OnlyFans, sell your feet. They'll buy it. Because all you gotta do is show your feet.
He's good. He's just sitting there watching TV.
I'm thinking about selling feet pictures on OnlyFans myself. I think there's got to be a market out there for like an old man's feet. I have
I'm telling
a
you.
toenail that reminds me. You ever see those horse videos where the hoof grows out really weird and stupid?
Yeah.
My driver's side pinky toenail, fine. It's perfect. It's a little small, but it's perfect. Fine. I can trim it up. My passenger side toenail on the pinky toe, it's thick as hell and it's just all just mangled. It's like, why can't you be like your brother?
Take a picture of that and send it to Justin. He loves feet.
I had to sit there last. I couldn't even get the toenail clippers around it. It was so thick last night.
Jesus Christ.
Got to get a Dremel out,
X-Acto knife.
huh? Send that picture. Send that picture to Justin. He loves feet.
No.
And,
Send that to me. I'll
I
block
had the
both
X-Acto
y'all.
knife, and I was like, "This is." It was reminding me of the stupid videos I watch them sometimes, where you have the guy who just goes through and reshoes horses and takes care of their feet, and like this reminds me of a really bad horse.
I know that shit looks so painful too when they're doing that to the cow's feet. Like
It
they're
does,
just like
but
hacking away at it. It's just like
and it's the same video every time. It's like, oh, here's this bad hoof, and and when they start cleaning through and gout and getting off, you just like, oh, that feels so much. It has to feel better. It has to feel better. Oh, when they have an abscess underneath of them and they release the pressure,
oh yeah.
like,
Yes, I see a
oh,
lot of those.
See if I can find this one. I sent it to somebody.
Oh yeah, I bet their pain level drops by at least 75%. That thing pops. The hell is that?
The pool my daughter learned to swim in right there.
Nice.
It's like what, backgammon, tennis, some other weird games I've never seen.
Oh yeah, those are some weird games over there on the top left.
Yeah, it looks like backgammon and tennis they got a lot of.
I just got a message from one of the sales reps at Sparklight. She's one that didn't take a position at the new company. She went somewhere else, but she's like, hello, friend, thinking of you day and all of our crazy conversations. I'm Team Don. I'm rooting for you every day. Don't be a stranger. And I know you make jokes, but really, if you ever come this way and need directions to Memorial Park or something, call me. I'll meet you and your wife here. Thanks for everything. You're the best. So I'm going to respond, who's this?
No, stop.
Morning, Corey.
Donald, that's what I was sending to Sarah yesterday. I sent it to you, Messenger. Every time she asked me a question yesterday, I'd send her a response back like that.
Go away.
Yeah. I said, "Who's this?" And
No.
she says, "This is Kelly." Like I can't read that it's her. We've had conversations before, so I mean we've texted before for work and stuff. So, but she's like, "It's Kelly." I'm like, "I used to work with Kelly. It was a long time ago." Sparklight? Well, during our meeting Monday, everybody's like, some people were leaving and some people were staying and going to the new company and so they started on their little thing. I said, "You know what? We're gonna always be friends. It's just summer vacation." And then I left the meeting because I was like,
Dramatic exit.
"Oh no, I
Start
meeting
dropping all the
as the
secrets you
meeting
heard
was
at the water
winding
cooler.
as the meeting was winding down, I made a just snarky comment and did the Irish goodbye."
That's when you start dropping all the office secrets. Who slept with who? Whose baby that really is.
I just knew that it was going to turn into a bunch of slobberfest. "I'm going to miss you so much, and we're going to miss you." Like, we're not going to know each other. We're going to just, we'll friend each other on Facebook and stare at each other's stupid grandkids and scroll past.
Tiny planet at the 1 minute mark, Joe.
Just like when you move to a new place, it's like everybody you left behind, you'll start talking to less and less and less because they're not in your daily life anymore.
Yep.
You'll start to make new people like that that are
Wow.
around you all the time.
That's why I don't have any friends.
The one thing I hated about when I was in school was so many kids were military, so there was always new kids coming in and out. And you become friends with somebody, and then all of a sudden they just disappear one day. Never see them again. Seriously, remind me to never work with Donald.
Well, I'm great to work with. I just don't get emotionally attached because when it's over, it's over. That's why I call my wife by her last name. Great. Sometimes I say stuff that just makes me laugh. I didn't know I was going to say that. It just popped out of my head.
All those years never got pulled into HR. Very calculated.
My iPad's doing that dramatic zoom.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, that's a good frame. That framed up really nice, didn't it?
Dude,
Oh, then you center me. You stupid camera. You had a great composed shot. It can't. No.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna jump off.
Yep, I need to head into town and get that thermometer. Pick up some more coffee before the weekend.
Catch y'all later.
See you.
Bye.